Woody Wommack and Adam Gorney here in Los Angeles for Signing Day Live, and we are joined by a very special guest, Colorado head coach Mel Tucker. Coach, really great day for you, wrapping things up. More importantly, getting that official letter from Rashad Clayton, the running back from New Orleans. What was the type of celebration like when that finally became official for you guys?
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, we think he's a great player. He's a great young man. He's a guy that we targeted. We recruited him like very hard, and he committed to us, and we were able to hang in there, and he stuck with us, and so it was just a great it's a great moment when you get papers back from a guy like that.
Another big pickup was Jason Harris out of Arizona. His brother plays at Arizona. That was kind of a roadblock there, but talk about him and just his unique physical ability and where you see using him.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody on our roster like him. You know, he's got length. He's like 6'7". You know, we want to recruit, pass rush. You know, he has a passion for rushing the passer. He's got a feel for it, very instinctive in that regard. The kid loves football. He's always talking ball, always talking pass rush, always working to get better. You know, his dad played in the NFL, played at Arizona. He's got a really good pedigree. His mom is an athlete. I think she played basketball at Arizona. So he's like a blue chip, athlete, really good, academically, high character guy. I mean, you can't go wrong with guys like that.
We knew you're at some powerhouses out in the SEC before you came out to Pac-12 country. What's it been like kind of adjusting from, more importantly, being an assistant where you can really go and see and talk to the kids a little more than you can as a head coach, and then just the difference in the recruiting culture, SEC versus Pac-12?
Yeah, it's a different it's not quite like coaching like in recruiting in the SEC. It's not one that's better or worse. It's just different, And so I think just the approach that I brought here is that we're going to recruit every day. We're going to go after the best players, and we're going to sign them, and we're going to be very aggressive. We're going to get the offers out early, and we're going to outwork people. And so even as a head coach, not being able to get out on the road as much. I stay on the phone quite a bit, texting and calling, and then when I am able to get out during the contact periods or on the bye week, I get to as many schools as I can, going to see the top players and building those relationships. So I really like it out here out west and in the Pac-12. I feel like we can get some things done in recruiting, and we're recruiting nationally, so it's worked out well.
There is definitely some good talent in Colorado, probably not enough to fill a recruiting class every year, though. How important is California for you, and how important is kind of leveraging those relationships in the Southeast? And I noticed you hit up some JUCOs down there as well.
Yeah, California is huge for us. Just proximity. We got a lot of our players on our roster from California. A lot of great programs, very well. Guys are well coached and they love football. So that's huge. Texas is huge for us. Some of our best players are from Texas. We signed quite a few guys from the Dallas area all the way down to San Antonio. And then obviously, we have ties in the South and in Georgia in particular, and just through the years of coaching and recruiting. I have coaches on my staff that are from Georgia. Played high school football in Georgia. I got Travaris Tillman played at Georgia Tech, and our defensive coordinator Tyson Summers is from South Georgia, and was with us at the University of Georgia. So, and then I spent 3 years at UGA and built some good relationships and recruited some really good players. And so, that helps us be able to go outside of our state and get the guys that we need to compete in this conference.
Yeah, some of those playmakers from Texas that you had on the rosters last year, of course, Laviska Shenault and Katie Nixon. We know you brought in some skill position talent. Obviously, filling Laviska's shoes is going to be huge. But tell us about some of the receivers that you hope can really help you guys right away next year.
I mean, Chris Carpenter is a 6 foot, 170-pound receiver out of East Texas that we feel like can help us in the slot. He's got really good quickness. He's got excellent straight line speed, long speed, and is a very, very dynamic player. Montana Lamonius Craig Inglewood kid, just very versatile. I saw him first as a defensive back, but he said he wanted to play receiver. His receiving numbers were off the charts. I mean, this guy's is a highlight film. He's got really good size, good length, excellent ball skills. He plays with good toughness. He's a guy that's going to come in and compete, right away. Brendan Rice, out of Chandler, Arizona, out of Hamilton High School, son of Jerry Rice, this guy's a 6'3", 210-pound guy already with excellent ball skills. He plays with really good toughness. He also played defense, and he's a guy that's got tremendous upside. So, we're going to have guys, that are going to come in and compete, right away for playing time. Keith Miller, another kid from the Dallas area. He's a guy that has length. He's a 6'4", 200-plus guy. He's got huge hands, excellent ball skill. I mean, he's going to catch anything. Anything that he can touch, he's going to catch. And he was one of the ringleaders of this class, especially right there in the state of Texas. So we feel really good about our wide receiver class. Louis Passarello, a tight end out of Palo Alto, is a guy that we feel really good about. We wanted a guy that was a wide that we could put in a three-point stance and block at the point of attack, but also that could help us in our pass game. And so we use the tight ends in our offense, and so he was a huge gift for us. So I feel good about the receivers that we signed.
Well, I'm surprised to hear you let one of those long DBs with ball skills. You let the offensive coaches have them. There wasn't you didn't fight for them. I know you like those guys at DB.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I can't have them all. But so we signed our fair share of long DBs as well. I mean, Will Anglin, the kid we signed today out of Cleveland, he's already 6'3", 195. He can play corner or safety. Christian Gonzalez is a 6'2", 195-pound kid out of the Colony. He was he's teammates with Keith Miller. He's a long guy that can run, excellent ball skills that you can play at corner. The Jalen Stryker kid out of Independence, Last Chance U, originally from Tampa, he's a 6'3", 195-pound corner that can also play safety. And so I can't have them all, but we're going to have our fair share of long DBs over here.
All right, Coach. Hey, we really appreciate it, and good luck as you get out there and try to hit the trail on the class of 2021.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on, man. We'll see you.